Hi there, everybody. It's a bright, sunny winter day. And I was thinking about this whole topic of deliberate practice, which has gotten increasing attention in our field, largely because of Barry Miller, Tony Rousmaniere, and Daryl Chow. And they have some recent books out which are really worth reading. But something I was thinking about today is how important it is to actually practice making mistakes. You know, we focus so much on trying to get it right. And not only can that be kind of constricting, but what we really need help with is managing ruptures, managing failures. How do you dig out when you make a mistake or go into a rut? And, you know, it made me think about years ago when my son was turning 16. I was in a panic about this young guy with testosterone coursing through his veins getting behind the wheel of a car. And I have a younger brother who was always a real daredevil. And he would race cars and motorcycles and jump out of airplanes and all kinds of things. And so I called him up and I said, you know, what should I do? And should I set him up for what they call driver's ed? And he said, oh, forget about that. Send him to Skip Barber's racing school, which was in Connecticut. So for his birthday, off we went. And it was spectacular. I wish I had signed up for it as well. But what they started with, so they started by putting everybody in a pickup truck, you know, and then they eventually at the end of the day ended up in a Dodge Viper, which is like a 750 horsepower, like race car. But anyway, so he starts out with this pickup truck and he's driving and there is an instructor sitting in the passenger side. They put them on a rubber track, a round track, and then they start soaking it with water. Then without alerting him to it, the instructor would suddenly pull up the brake, making them go into a tailspin. So this is how they started, right? They start by putting you in a situation where you're out of control, right? You're making a mistake, you've hit ice or whatever, and you're spinning. Right? And so they're teaching you first, before you're ever going to really drive or race, you have to get good at finding your way out of trouble. And so I was thinking, shouldn't we do the same thing, right? Shouldn't we not only practice sort of the right interventions, but should we role play and practice the kinds of trouble we struggle to get out of, right? Whether it's patients who are passive and uninvolved, or maybe who are kind of sarcastic and defiant. You know, find out what your Achilles heel is, what you have trouble dealing with, or just really entrenched character defenses, right? So and really practice, have somebody help you or use your own tapes, right, to practice your mistakes and then sort of role play, improv, how to get out of them. So let me think of what you think about this idea. It somehow makes sense to me. So let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon.